Marga, then 10 years old, was helping her mom and grandpa move out of their childhood home. 9 months ago, her grandma passed away, leaving her grandfather with only his pension to support the family. The antiques that Marga's grandparents had accumulated over the years required careful packing and transport, particularly that old and rusty mirror. Marga's grandpa arrives and tells them that breaking a mirror brings bad luck for 7 years, and if somebody should break the mirror, they will suffer the most horrific fate imaginable in hell. Marga's mother told her not to listen to her grandfather because superstition is nonsense. While Marga ran around and played, her parents and grandfather persisted in finishing off the moving process. Marga's attention was always drawn back to the mirror in the living room, no matter where she was in the home or how far away she was playing. But Marga was careless. She accidentally dropped the antique mirror and watched it break before her eyes. She gazed with anticipation as the glass cascaded from the frame like a waterfall of crystal, but her delight quickly turned to fear. Marga picked up a broom and a dustpan and tidied up the shattered glass. As she ascended the stairs, she poured the mess upon the frame. Marga reached the edge of the thick rug once she reached the empty packed attic. She dug out the shattered mirror from under the rug with ease. She hoped and prayed that her mother and grandfather wouldn't be able to discern the difference when she laid the rug down, as she herself couldn't. As if nothing had occurred, she strolled back downstairs to resume her games. In the end, after her mother finished packing their things, she recalled something. "Dad, what happened to the mirror?" She questioned her dad in bewilderment. What could have possibly happened to it while it was right there? When confronted, Marga lied and told her mom and grandpa she didn't know anything. Marga was an expert liar who never got caught. Her grandparents were so worn out that they didn't bother to investigate anymore. In any case, it was just one less thing to pack. And the mirror was an old, ugly one that nobody liked anyhow. So what was the harm in not worrying about it? After a year or so, Grandpa moved into a new house and nobody remembered the event with the mirror. Marga's 11th birthday was coming up. There had been a few peculiar occurrences since then. Marga's dog died, as well as all her succeeding pets. She never had a pet alive for more than a week. Another peculiar phenomenon was Marga's mom's health. She suddenly fell ill and developed all sorts of sicknesses. On the day of Marga's birthday, her phone rang.
"This is the start of 7.
A mysterious voice warned them. Her mother thought it was a prank call, so she hung up the phone. The phone then rang once more, and the man on the other line reported that Marga's dad died in a car accident. Marga's mom was hysterical. There was no hope left for her. That year, plants around the house withered and died. Even wild grass didn't get a chance to live on the lawn. There were no insects, molds, nothing. The house was a barren wasteland. Even fresh vegetables dry out the moment they are brought inside, especially near Marga. There were sad events all throughout that year, but then Marga turned 12.
"This is the second of 7.
The menacing voice on the phone said. Marga's mom slapped the phone down on the hook, and within seconds it rang again. John, Marga's uncle, was a soldier, and he had been killed in action. The next year had a series of even more tragic events. Cancer had spread to Marga's older sister. A drive-by gunshot killed Marga's pregnant cousin and her unborn child. When Marga turned 13, she heard a foreboding voice say,
"The bear number comes in at 3 out of a possible 7.
The phone then rang once more. Every year on Marga's birthday, she would receive a call announcing deaths in the family. Marga had already lost her whole family by the time she reached 16. Her entire family had been cut down by unexplained deaths: her grandmother, grandpa, aunt, sister, cousin, and mother. Now Marga had lost her parents and was living in a foster home where she was emotionally disturbed. On her 17th birthday, Marga's eyes fluttered open uncomfortably in her bed, and she heard a raspy, ominous voice blow around her as if it traveled in the air in her bedroom, saying,
"It's your birthday today, Marga. We have received the 7th and final member." And with that, I bid you farewell, Marga.
Marga stopped breathing and eventually died on the spot. Nobody can explain her cause of death, not even the doctors. Marga suffered terrible losses in life as she watched her whole family die before her. Thinking about it, was it the broken mirror's curse that made Marga's life a living hell? That we are not entirely sure. The deaths are unexplainable and so peculiar, you would think otherwise. So next time you break a mirror, make sure you have more than 7 souls before you in order to survive.